What's up, guys? Team Stamp Wes, and the Pro Tour is at the Delaware Disc Golf Challenge in Newark, Delaware. And I have with me on the phone Mr. Brian Earhart.
How's it going?
He's going to add in some commentary. I don't know anything about this course, and happens that he probably knows a lot about this course. So,
Little bit, learning it day by day.
perfect.
Yeah, this place is pretty amazing, I must say. A wooded par 72 with zero OB, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, the no OB is a big change from the World's courses where we saw quite a bit of OB and a lot of trouble to be had. So,
Oh yeah,
this one,
oh yeah,
you touched on the par 72, which is a pretty long course, one of the longer ones, I think, on tour.
absolutely. Yeah, it's a long one, but a lot of the par fours and par fives can be played with all different speeds of disc, which is pretty cool. You can go putter, putter, putter on a par five. You can go mid-range putter, driver putter. It's a really interesting strategic course, in my opinion.
Nice. Sweet. Well, we're going to start out. We're going to look at Andrew Fish's round, and he was kind of picking up where he left off last week. The Pro Tour or PDGA did a cool article on Andrew and kind of his influence over in that area. And we see him shooting a neg 9 today. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
had a really nice bogey-free round. I think he's one of few bogey-free rounds. There's a couple at the top here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he had four circle two putts that he didn't capitalize on, and just one two putt inside the circle. So really looks like he shot a great round. 82% of the fairways, and on a wooded course,
Mm-hmm.
those fairway hits are really important. So really good
Oh
round
yeah.
from him.
Oh yeah.
Next up,
Uh,
oh, you want to comment on Fish's
no,
round?
no, no. You're good.
All
Keep
right.
rolling.
Next up, we're going to look at MJ, who I was watching his round live as he was going and was getting really excited. And then he hit these bogeys on 16 and 17. Looks like he got off the fairway.
Ouch.
They had him down for a scramble. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what makes 16 and 17 kind of a challenge for you guys?
16, I guess, and I've only seen it like in the practice rounds that I played this week and then this round of the tournament. Um, and me being a lefty, I try to match what the righties throw. It seems like kind of an interesting tee shot. And you kind of have to bend your shot a little bit right. There's kind of a middle grouping of trees, a few hundred feet in front of the tee pad. But also, if you bend it too much, there's a grouping of trees there as well. So you kind of have to throw a subtle turnover. And if you're kicking, it's kind of difficult to kind of get up and down for that par unless you throw a couple good scramble shots. So
Yeah,
I would assume he kicked early and kind of had to work his way down there.
that makes sense. We see he did have a scramble chance. He had circled two putts on both 16 and 17, but was not able to capitalize on those.
Mm,
But he did hit three other looks like circle's edge putts from circle two, which MJ obviously,
typical.
yep, being known as a great putter, he really makes the most of those circle's edge opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So next up we have you, and you shot a
Uh-oh.
really nice neg six here. Had two bogeys. It looks like one tough putting hole on 13.
Oh, boy.
But other than that,
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, it looks like you were inside circle two quite a bit. We see 3, 6, 9,
Yep.
10 circle two putts. So you were really getting through the woods and giving yourself some chances. You were able to capitalize on three of those. And really, aside from hole 13, it looks like you had a pretty good
Yeah.
round.
Yeah. It was nice. Yeah, 13 was just one of those, you know, once every few tournament situations where you
Yep.
miss a putt, hit the ground, roll away, miss
Ah,
the comebacker.
yep.
Not a problem. I should have probably made the putt, but yeah, the thing about the course that I find really interesting is that a lot of courses you'll write down on paper what the optimal shot is. Like it's going to be a righty turnover line or a lefty hyzer line or whatever. This course, most of the tee shots, really whatever is the most bread and butter shot in your arsenal, that's what you should be throwing off the tee. Even if it doesn't get you far up there, a lot of times the tee shots, you don't need to bite off too much to get the birdie. Like I said, you can throw a putter mid-range off the tee as long as you're straight. and you place it in a very specific portion of the fairway, your second shot is a lot easier to attack the green. So that's what I did. I threw a lot of little pop-up sidearms, threw a lot of mid-ranges, a lot of comets, and yeah, it paid off. Didn't really bite off too much. So
nice. Well, that makes sense.
Good.
That makes sense with a lot of par 4s and 5s, especially through the woods. You're playing some position golf and really just trying to set up your second shot to have those birdie looks. And
Exactly.
we see you had 83% circle 2 in regulation, so you were definitely playing good. Looks like you're playing nice and clean, and so hopefully maybe just snug a few more of those in there tomorrow and pick up a few more strokes.
Yeah, no more 3 putts, and we'll be right up there. So.
There you go. And we'll finish out. We got Austin Turner is tied for 25th. He's right in the middle of the pack here, and it looks like he had a little bit of a up and down round. He's got 4 bogeys, but still shot a nice neg 4. So he was definitely finding the birdies. We see two putts from circle 1. How tough were the greens out there? I see a lot of circle 2 putts, and then several 2 putts from circle 1 from a lot of really good players.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're tough in the sense of huge slopes or right next to water or anything like that. It's more the rocks and the roots in the fairway. Just the ground play is pretty unpredictable in that regard.
Gotcha.
So like mine, for example, I threw a putt, I missed left, root, and then just rolled down a hill. It wasn't a big hill, but I think that's probably what's happening.
Yeah.
Getting some unpredictability. You're rolling the dice when you're throwing on angle at some of these greens. So I actually was throwing a 150-gram rattler at a lot of these greens, trying to land it as soft as it works. It definitely works.
Yep.
But I'm assuming that's what happened to a few of these players. Is just some unlucky ground play.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised when I was looking back through like the top 25 scores to see a lot of 2 putts from circle 1, and so I was kind of curious if there was maybe some small trees or big trees around the greens, or if it was just that's just how it was today.
It's a little gnarly out there. Yep. I would say it's a lesser. It's gnarly, but in the sense of like De La Viega.
Okay.
But still not as gnarly as that course. But it's the same concept, some unpredictability.
Nice.
Sure.
Cool. Well, that is it. We got the 4 guys representing Team Discraft this week, with Andrew Fish leading the charge. So thanks for joining me, Brian, and good luck to you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
See you, buddy.